It's 2 days before Christmas, and snow is falling in the evening sky. You've spent the day with your family, cooking food and making preparations for Christmas. And when you sit down weary in the basement couch, looking to unwind over a classic, which game do you choose? The game is Donkey Kong Country. But you ask, Nisse, how can the country be such an instant stress reliever? One word: simplicity. Unlike other platformers, Donkey Kong Country 1 is not about collecting items or even winning. Rather, Country 1 is an atmospheric platformer whose whole point is us playing and enjoying our journey through jungle foliage so thick that at any moment we could be standing face to face with a tiger without knowing it. And much like a rainforest expedition, the kind that suicidal white tourists embark on but are never seen coming back from, the journey of Country 1 is one of slowly plowing through the world, drinking in the atmosphere and feeling the game's challenge soften in our hands, just as our bodies do the same. Welcome home to your 16-bit tropical vacation. But which journey are we on exactly? Why am I dumpling an imperialistic and glorious one? The game starts with Donkey Kong waking up one morning to find that his basement has been broken into during the night by an Eastern European burglary crew, and that his precious banana hoard has been stolen in full. Donkey Kong is enraged and jumps on the dark web to pick up the trail. On a derelict early 2000s internet forum, the story is revealed that the banana hoard heist was commissioned by the local Southeast Asian crocodile mafia in order for the foodstuffs to be smuggled directly into Laos in support of a proxy war effort waged against the neighboring Cambodian communist dictatorship. Donkey Kong, obviously being a proud supporter of the People's Republic of China, sees red and immediately sets out to steal back the contraband bananas and to stop the crooked crocs from their disgusting fight for freedom and human rights. And here we come in, as dutiful citizens of the Chinese Neo Empire, helping to pilot Donkey Kong in his noble vigilante quest. This is CCP Nisse speaking, reminding you, good citizen, to dutifully report any reptilian sightings to local military police, and to subscribe when asked to, or risk cruel croc sympathizer punishment in the form of Chinese water torture, where the water has been replaced with the concentrated essence of K-pop. Mao Zedong taught us that effective punishments are simple, and this brings us back to the game Donkey Kong 1, whose previously mentioned simplicity is like soft tango. Every element is so subtle that you could plow through the whole game in one sitting without once turning your brain on. This simplicity is seen everywhere, from the minimalistic UI to the fluid controls. Every bump on this ride has been polished out, and this is most clear in the masterful level progression, also known as the guided tour we take through the country. We travel through jungle day and dusk, smoky caves, and the abandoned, decadent capitalist dreamland of Fordlandia. Every enchanting location passed through a step forward as Donkey Kong stoically carries the red banner of China in stern determination to throw out the filthy foreign reptiles and their traitorous ex-communist accomplices. Level by level, we are warmed up to the challenge of the game, which is much like a massage. It begins with high paths, low paths, and barrel shortcuts, and eventually escalates into challenging minecart sections that signal the end of the early game and the beginning of the mid-game, which, if Donkey 1 was a massage, would be the point where the masseur switches out his warm hands for the cold grip of a dominatrix gauntlet. But at that point, any pain your body feels will be pleasure inside your mind, for you will already be hopelessly submerged in the drug that is this world. And whether we're exploring a Chinese bauxite mine or escaping a camp for political prisoners, the titular country allows us to get completely immersed in the classic platforming formula of pressing forward and sometimes jump, because the gameplay of Donkey Kong 1 has also been rubbed sandstone smooth. The moment-to-moment play comes down to something like an ancient Chinese stage show, the balance of a monkey on a knife's edge. And much like Chinese monkey ballet, it's instantly satisfying to watch a level be cleared, and instantly tense when the light falls on you as the player. The stage draws to a close, and the time has come to make the last jump to the exit sign. But no matter how many bottomless pits we fall into, the atmosphere never stops encouraging us to try again, chiefly through graphics and music. The gorgeous environment art has aged excellently, in part because of its baked sprite nature, and much like an impressionist painting, the environment describes an area while still leaving room for our imagination. Old mine shafts, treetop villages, and underwater caves are given life only by pixels and the players that watch them. But pair these visuals with the legendary music provided by David Wise, and a synergy is formed. The music tracks contain soft ambience as well as melodic tracks that reinforce each area with unique mystique. This atmosphere wraps us players up foreverly in something so softly pleasurable to both eyes and ears that you won't mind continue jumping to your death for the glory of the CCP. And before you know it, you will already have cleared every jump and your first playthrough will be over. This is when we realize that Donkey Donk 1 is not 60-hour AAA shovelware, because even a lengthy full play of Dingle Boys 1 clocks in at just around 5 hours, while a dedicated play might wrap it up in as little as 3. In an age of padding games with brainless filler content to give players the illusion of good value, this concentrated experience is so refreshing, while also capturing replayability, something that no padded shovelware title has. This replayable format perfectly fit Coconut Tree 1's pass and play couch co-op nature. The main menu makes its communist message abundantly clear. This journey is not just yours, it's ours. And if you don't already know this, let Nisse be the one to tell you. Beating a game with a friend is not only great foreplay, it is also juicy in itself. But listen closely, citizen. Before you get too snug with that cute femboy on the couch, share this video with a friend, lest you get too distracted by the non-monkey kind of rope you might get covered in. And what upgrades Donkey Kong 1's jolly cooperation is the game's marvelous secrets. Tucked away in every level are extra tools for those who might need them or enjoy finding them. And not all the secrets are ordinary secrets either, but rather something that fills you with the magic of adventure. Because sometimes the game's secrets aren't just golden Kong letters or extra lives. Sometimes it's a neat little minigame, a sneaky level skip, or just a neat trick that you can show a friend. These little signs of love make Rigatone 1 even more of a replayable and rediscoverable classic. But how does the story end? Well, Donkey Kong succeeds in upholding the honor of China by capturing the killer Crocs and turning them into fashionable low-price shoes. The banana horde is returned, and as a result, the Chinese future world dictatorship continues its interminable march towards subjugating the stars and enslaving those Ansari alien chicks from Mass Effect. And we have you to thank for it, citizen. Simply present your certificate of completion, and a blue-skinned gaming wife will be delivered to your commie block within 2 to 4 months, depending on AliExpress shipping times. To sum up my thoughts on Lapland 1, some games are essential gaming because there is simply no other game like them, and you can't skip or substitute the experience. And while there are lots of 2D platformers, none of them give you that country smooth draw, that mellow, relaxing ride, or that infinitely shareable journey. There are lots of clubs in the world, right? But some days you just want a smooth jazz one. And for days like that, D Country 1 is smooth jazz for the weary soul. In other words, Donkey Kong Country 1 is essential jazz gaming. So get your boys, get your girls, get your family, set up a snack, bring some apple juice, and sit down to pass time together or alone in the supreme, serene, tropical vacation location that is the Donkey Kong Country. And remember to join the Discord server.